All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into The Shadow. It's a script excerpt that is just brilliant at building a paranoid thriller with only a few lines of text. So let's break down how it pulls it off. So right off the bat, this story wastes absolutely no time. It just throws us headfirst into the conflict with this one single chilling phrase. There's no build-up, no gentle introduction, just instant, raw paranoia. It's really a masterclass in setting the mood, making you feel the character's fear from the very first moment. So who's at the center of all this paranoia? Well, let's meet Max Vogel. He's an agent for Germany's BND, their foreign intelligence service, stationed in Berlin. Now, his whole job is to be the observer, the guy in the shadows. But he's just had this terrifying realization that the roles have been completely flipped. Now, he's the one being watched. And that's the whole theme right there. The expert in surveillance has become the target. The source material puts it perfectly with this phrase, when the hunter becomes the prey. I mean, for an agent like Max, that is the ultimate nightmare. And it's that central irony that really fuels this entire story. Now, what I think is so brilliant about this story is how it builds that feeling of dread. It totally avoids the cliches, no car chases, no mysterious figures in trench coats. Instead, all the terror comes from these mundane digital footprints of an office job. It's something that feels so relatable, and that's what makes it so sinister. You get this powerful, inescapable feeling of being trapped by the bureaucracy itself. You see, it's not one big smoking gun. It's the slow, creeping accumulation of evidence. Okay, so 3 queries on an account. That could be a coincidence, right? Then 2 security alerts pop up. Okay, now it's getting suspicious. And then, bam, the supervisor's email. These digital breadcrumbs are layered one by one, building this undeniable pattern. At this point, Max, and we the audience, know for sure he's being systematically monitored. Oh, and this detail? It's just fantastic. It adds this layer of insider knowledge, this sense of bureaucratic menace. That simple, innocent-sounding email for a quick check-in gets twisted into the final damning piece of evidence. It's a signal, right? A threat disguised as just another bit of office procedure. And it confirms the danger isn't just out there somewhere. It's coming from inside the system itself. Okay, so the threat is established, and it's coming from inside. How do you possibly raise the stakes from there? Well, you introduce a classic, brutally effective tool to ramp up the tension, the ticking clock. And this deadline just transforms Max's whole situation. Suddenly, it's not just a professional problem anymore. It's a full-blown crisis, a desperate fight for his life. And that little note there, maybe less, wow, that just twists the knife, doesn't it? It adds this crippling layer of uncertainty to what's already an impossible situation. So this deadline, it just forces his hand. He can't hide, he can't wait it out. His mission is crystal clear. Get the information out before the system swallows you whole. That phrasing is so powerful. It paints the agency not as an organization of people, but as this monstrous, all-consuming entity. And this all boils down to one central question that just hangs over the entire narrative. It frames everything Max does as this desperate gamble against absolutely impossible odds. This isn't just man versus man. It's man versus the vast digital machine that he himself helped build. It's the ultimate David versus Goliath story, but for our modern age. And this is where it all comes together. The story so cleverly uses one agent's personal crisis to say something much broader, a universal theme about the world we're all living in today. Because ultimately, this is the story's real haunting takeaway. Max's crisis is just the vehicle to deliver this powerful statement about pervasive, inescapable surveillance. It suggests a world where that line between the watcher and the watched has completely dissolved. Even the title, The Shadow, starts to feel like it's not about a person, but about the system itself, this vast, interconnected network of digital surveillance that we all exist in. The story uses one character's claustrophobic nightmare to give us this chilling window into a world where the observer and the observed have pretty much become one and the same. And this is the final, thought-provoking question the script leaves us with. It takes the story beyond just fiction and plants it squarely in our own reality. The question really lingers long after the story is over, forcing you to think about our own place within these digital shadows. What a fascinating piece of writing.